I know I shouldn't really say that about myself. Sounds like I'm blowing myself off. I'm blowing myself off. That's not what I meant to say. Bigging myself up. Blowing myself off. If only I'd never leave the bloody boat. Good morning everyone, it's Tuesday morning and it's Hector o'clock, taking him for his little morning walk. And have a guess what? We've run out of gas. So both bottles have run out. So we've had a little bit of a miscommunication, me and Lee have. So no shower for me this morning. To be honest, I wasn't going to have one anyway. So I shall have to get the 2 bottles out of the front locker and get a couple more. So I'll probably get Lee to phone the marina and see if they'll drop a couple up to us. But I'll get them out once I'm back from taking the Mighty Hound for a walk. There's a lonely bench if anyone wants one. Tongue in cheek, tongue in cheek. Calm down. I'm only playing. Oh, that was a funny noise, wasn't it, Hector? I don't know whether anyone else heard that. It sounded like a jet going boo! You right there, Hector? It's blooming cold out here today, isn't it, fella? Oh, nearly walked into a tree. Well, that seems a bit weird because one of the bottles is still heavy, so maybe we got it wrong. If that's wrong, then goodness me, we lasted for months on one bottle. I'll go and see if we've got any gas. We have gas. I'm actually really quite confused. That's a bonus. Bye. Good morning, everyone, and have a guess what? It's time for some morning grimness. I'm going to show you how I do my oregano oil. First thing we've got to do is boil the kettle. Well, not actually boil the kettle, boil the water that's in the kettle. Isn't it weird how that light looks like it's flashing on camera, but it's not actually flashing, it's solid. That's weird, isn't it? Anyway, that's boiling. And now we're just going to pour a little bit into a cup, about that much. I think that's probably about 3/4 of an inch or an inch worth of water in the bottom of the mug. And this is the oregano oil we're going to use. Or as the Americans say, what is it? Oregano. Oregano, what the hell is oregano? It's oregano, I say. So this is a little pipette thing, so I should get it out and show you. So this is just, as I say, a pipette thing with oil. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to add just 2 drops because it is so strong, it's unbelievable. And all I'm going to do now is top it up with some milk. Not top it up, probably just so it's cool to drink, so I can down it in one. And it also takes away that blooming horrible burny thing. So I've probably now got about half a mug, as you can see. Just get a spoon out, and you really need to stir this up to stop the oil sitting on the top or whatever. This is why I put hot water in it, to disperse the oil, and the milk helps that as well. And of course, it stinks, let me tell you. It's just nasty smelling, but it's very good for you, you know. Now, I'm not sure the camera's picking this up, but can you see it sort of flecking, doing weird stuff? That's the oil. So you have to make sure you stir it again just before you drink it. Then you don't get any of the really nasty hot stuff. It's coming. It tastes a bit like tarmac. Asphalt to you in the States. I'll tell you, It's grim. Bye. God, it's sunny through the cracks this morning. So now I'm having some no sugar, no added sugar and no sugar at all. Orange and pineapple squash to get rid of the taste, and lemons or something. That's a bit better. You can still taste it. But cheers, bye.
I'll tell you what, I haven't been sleeping very well lately again. Last night especially, I woke up about 4:30 and didn't really get back to sleep till probably about, I didn't really actually get back to sleep anyway. Probably sort of dozed off again about 7 for an hour and then got up. And I think it's these things going around in your head, you know. Obviously the normal thing that irritates the shit out of me. But it's the lies, the absolute lies we've been told. All the lies I read yesterday, I thought, are you having a laugh? And this goes on well beyond yesterday, obviously, but there's a few things that happened yesterday that just made me think, what? So outlandish. First of all, we had Savage Javid going on about how the NHS is lauded all around the world and it's the jewel in our crown or whatever. Well, okay, Savage, why has not one country ever copied it? Why has no country ever copied our model? Shall I tell you why? Because it's shit. It's a bludgeonous behemoth of a load of old crap. That's the truth of it. Don't get me wrong. Don't be thinking I'm slating doctors and nurses, although some of them should be bloody slated as well, because in every sector you get good and bad people. So I don't put that sort of thing up on a pedestal, but yeah, there's some bloody angels in there as well. But trying to go on about it's some amazing thing, you think, seriously, mate, you're just talking shit. The NHS is what they call the elephant in the room that no one wants to speak about because of all the doctors and nurses being held on that pedestal. Well, no, it needs to be talked about because it doesn't work. So that's a massive lie. And also saying that it's free, well, that's a massive lie as well. It's not free. If it's free, where does the money come from to run it? Okay, simple. When they say about the being free, well, how's it made then? Where do they get the money to make it? It's not free. You all know it's not free, but we all accept these lies. And then, of course, we have Priti Patel, our Home Secretary, going on about the old channel surfers again, saying she's going to reduce the channel surfers by 100%. 100%. I'll tell you what, we're having record numbers coming across, and you've been in power for a couple of years, lady, and the Conservatives have been in power for a decade or more. I can't remember how long, but bloody age, it seems forever now. Yeah, a couple of decades, 3 decades. I don't know. How long have the Conservatives been in power for? Too bloody long. Need something new. But that's a different story. But anyway, yeah, her going on about reducing it by 100%. Absolutely impossible. An absolutely ridiculous headline. And it's just nonsense. You're a liar. But the biggest lie, shall I tell you what the biggest lie that's rattled me is yesterday I heard that the most washed body part in 2021 is your hands. Don't talk shit. There is no way that the most washed body part has been your hands in 2021. I'll tell you what the most washed body part was in 2021. It's people's bloody brains. Bye. Glad to be back. Bye. Actually, one would like to just go back to the old channel surfer thing, because I know there's going to be some brain-dead Neanderthals out there saying, oh, he's racist, he's anti-immigration, oh, he should be locked up, he's horrible bloke, he must be BNP or he must be UKIP, something like that. Shut up. No, I am not anti-immigration. I'm quite a compassionate person, believe it or not. And when I see people in this country already suffering, I see there not being enough money to go around. I see veterans out on the streets, and obviously other people who have found themselves unfortunately on the street. When I see families having to go to food banks, when I see people struggling to pay their own bills to, you know, just to survive, then yes, I don't think we can afford to pay for people just to come across willy-nilly. So in this case, right now, I think the border should be closed. And I think they should be closed until the country has sorted itself out again, because the whole thing is absolutely nonsense. When people think, oh, well, we should look after everyone, please tell me where the money's come from, where the money is going to come from. Because obviously it's the fruit of our labour, or whatever. The chickens are coming home to roost. That's the word I mean. Chickens are coming home to roost after all this furlough nonsense and everything else that's been going on with the old and all that. It all has to be paid for. So there's not many coppers left in the pot, because although you think money grows on trees, it doesn't. The money doesn't exist, but it still has to be paid back. So we're going to face increased taxes. We're already facing increased NICs, National Health Insurance thing is. And you can see food has gone up. Some people going, hey, it's Brexit. That's bollocks. Don't talk nonsense. So how does everyone get paid for? We need to batten down the hatches for humanity. That's my take on it. For bloody human sake, for the sake of the poor people that are already suffering in this country, stop this nonsense now. Look after our own. That's what I think. Bye. I don't know why I'm wearing my blooming jacket in here. I tell you what, it's bloody boiling. I'm a weirdo. Bye. I can't get it off. I've got my arm stuck. Thought I'd just pop out for a little while and have a cup of tea on the bench and watch the sun going down. It's blooming cold. Ray?
Yeah.
You haven't told us about yesterday when you snuck in. She snuck in somewhere. Illegally.
Me and my daughter went to see Mary Poppins in London. And it says you may be asked for your passport thing. So, so we thought, well, we haven't got one of them, so we'll just chance our arm, and if we don't get in, we'll go and drink cocktails. So that was the plan. And we went for a nice steak dinner, and then we just went to the theatre. They checked my bag, they zapped our tickets, and that was it. Then said, go in, round to the left, bars over there, blah blah blah.
What did you go and see?
Mary Poppins, I said that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Mary bloody Poppins.
I love Mary Poppins.
I tell you, do you remember when you made me go to Mary Poppins 2 in the pictures?
Yes.
I've never been so depressed in all my life.
And then he went, oh no, not more singing. I said, well, it's a musical.
I can't be doing people singing apart from myself.
And then he went, oh, they could have told this story in 20 minutes if they didn't have all that singing.
They could though, couldn't they? Let's be honest, that's what musicals are. They're just a really short story drawn out with a few songs because there's no real good story
Hector,
there.
are you coming over or not?
Oh, he's
What
actually going to see you.
Hello.
Yeah, I'll say.
What?
So yeah, so you did something naughty. You shouldn't have gone in. You had to sing. You sang something to Peculiar Clark or someone.
Oh yeah, we sang Happy Birthday to Petunia Clark.
Is she a flower?
No, not Petunia
Or is she
Clark.
just a bit weird? Peculiar.
Peculiar Clark. So yeah, a man wheeled on a birthday cake at the end, and he said, "Hello, I'm Cameron McIntosh." And it was like, "Oh, that's Cameron McIntosh."
She did not go, "Hey, I'm Cameron McIntosh." McIntosh.
And then he said, "We'd like to wish." I'm not. Well, he said something about being gentlemanly and not asking her or telling a lady's age. And then he said, "But this lady's been." She did her first solo at this theatre over 80 years ago. And then the bird lady came forward and he said, we'd like to say happy birthday to Petunia Clark. And me and Emma looked at each other and she went, Petunia Clark! Because we didn't buy a programme because I only have to put it in storage. We've got nowhere to put it on the boat. So.
I don't even know who Petunia Clark is. I'm too young.
She sang down, down,
Yeah, see, I'm far too young for that.
Well, obviously. So yeah, so we sang happy birthday to her, then we sang Downtown, then they sang happy birthday again. And yes, she was 89 on Monday. So fair play that she was still on treading the boards. What? You're a weirdo.
He's mighty. Say bye, Hector, to this one. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
Sing. 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 Sing.
No, he's not good at that. Bye. Good morning, everyone. It's Hector time. Time for a little wander. He has been out already today. I thought I'm just sitting there festering on the boat, so I could do with a bit of exercise as well. So I thought I'll take him for a bit of an earlier walk, and also because I think someone's on the wind-up, which is hilarious. I'll show you in a minute. Morning, Ben. Say hello. There we go. Of course, it's blooming windy out here. So yeah. So this is an update on the old benchy thing. because apparently it's not just one moan, there's a couple moaning. So Dave has decided to wind them up even more. Look, that's priceless. So obviously now he's put one of the marina umbrellas in it as well, just for a little bit of extra irritation. It's all just a bit of a laugh. I don't think there's anything serious about it. But Dave is worse than me. He's definitely a wind-up merchant. I love Dave, he's hilarious. Bye. I slept a lot better last night, to be fair. I think my little outburst yesterday probably helped me get some things off my mind. That's why I have to do it sometimes, I think. So yeah, so a lot better today. And I was looking to find the music from the last video we did to put up on our Patreon site, because that's one of the things when you join on there, you get the you can download the music and use for whatever you want, really. So I was looking through that, but then of course that leads you down a rabbit hole, because I was listening to loads of my old tracks, the proper ones, my singing ones and that, and stuff from 2010, 2013, 2015, and I'm telling you what, I must have been a prophet, I tell you, because a lot of the songs I've done absolutely fit today with what's going on. Unbelievable. I know I shouldn't really say that about myself. It sounds like I'm blowing myself off. I'm blowing myself off. That's not what I meant to say. Bigging myself up. Blowing myself off. If only I'd never leave the bloody boat. But anyway, yeah. So I might put a couple of those up. I might put a free one up on Patreon so that everyone can do it. But it will have to be on Patreon, because you can actually upload music to there. A lot of the other social media platforms, you can't do that without putting in a video and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll let you judge. As I say, if you join Patreon, you don't have to be a paying member. You won't get all the benefits, but you'll see the posts if you're just a follower on there. But yeah, the people who are on the music and video tier, they get exclusive video and music tracks and stuff. So it is worth doing. Only if you want to, obviously. Actually, there is something else I meant to say. I was talking about, you saw me doing the oregano thing the other day. I haven't done it today, by the way. That reminds me, I best do that when I get back. And you wonder, well, why on earth am I taking oregano? What's that for? Well, this all kind of stems from something that we've been going on with our MeWe group. And the chat part of it is like a group chat thing. And everyone was just talking about alternative medication and that sort of stuff. It sort of stems back from a few weeks ago. And so yeah, there's a few on there who are quite knowledgeable. I mean, I'd love to, because there's a lady here, Sue, which you've probably seen, Molly the dog. She's ex-medical professional, and she does all her own herbs and tinctures and stuff. It'd be lovely to get her to do a video, maybe mixing a potion up or something like that. I don't know, but see, I take it for granted that anyone can just speak to a camera, because I don't give a shit talking to the camera. I'm kind of used to it, but I also understand that a lot of other people really don't like talking to cameras, so that might be a difficult ask. But I will ask her at some point and see if we can do that. But yeah, so why am I taking oregano? Well, oregano, for what I'm understanding, it's a good for cleansing your body. It's an antioxidant. It can work as a natural antibiotic. I'm taking it partly for diabetes because of candida, which can affect diabetics. And when you get a yeast infection of sorts, it's very hard to shift. So you can take stuff like fluconazole, but I don't like taking that sort of stuff. So that's why I started on the oregano. Do a 10-day what you might call it, course of it, 2 drops a day, and see what happens. And I do feel like things are clearing up a little bit. So, but you know, you kind of think that sometimes when you're on a different medication. Put it this way, it's not doing me any harm. So that's why I'm having a go at it, and other things. We take other vitamins as well. We take B12. There's a few others. It's quite interesting to see what people are doing in their kind of home healthcare kits. So if you've got any tips, then bung them down in there. Join our MeWe group and get involved in the chat. That's what you got to do. Get involved. Bye. That has made me chuckle. Well, I've just had my daily dose of oregano. I accidentally put 3 drops in, so it's a bit stronger, but I think I must be getting used to it because it doesn't taste quite so disgusting now. So, well, it does taste disgusting, but not as disgusting as it was when it was more disgusting when I started, because it was disgusting when I started, but now it's not so bad because it ain't as disgusting as it would have been if it was more disgusting. Have you got that? Yeah. I'm wondering if this dead cat, I've got a dead cat on here. You can't see it, but it's up there. It's called a dead cat. To try and stop the wind, to see if we can get the audio a little bit better. Because that's something we struggle on with our videos sometimes, is the audio levels. Because they're all different cameras. The Osmo Action is all right. This I'm using is the Insta360. with a 4K mod on it, and this one is a bit, this is one we use for our live streaming. But since that weird update, the audio has gone a bit weird in it, so I thought, well, probably the best thing to do is actually use external audio, so an external mic, so I've got that plugged in to see what happens. I hope it sounds alright. I know I'm just waffling. I thought, well, I like waffling. Bye. See him off. See him off. Who's seeing off? He doesn't know who's seeing off. Lee,
Yes.
are you excited?
Should I be?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Have a guess who's coming tomorrow.
Connor.
We got Connor for the weekend, everyone. Lee, there's some naughty evidence down there. Don't show the bait, and Mum will tell me else. But there's evidence of something else. We've been naughty again, haven't we?
Yes, we weren't going to be naughty this week, but we have.
Yeah. Say good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, and as you can see behind me, the dog's still not up, but I'm actually doing some work today. I'm actually designing some Platinum Jubilee bunting and hand waving flags. Should we have a little look? So this is what we the bunting looks like when we gang it up, ready for print. And I go down, and there's the proofs. So if we just, where's my glass? So there you can see some Jubilee stuff, and then I'm doing hand wavers as well. So we do them 4 up, and there's the hand wavers. So it's nice to actually be doing some design work rather than just using other people's artwork to gang it up. I've actually got to go out in a bit because I'm I nearly blew a bubble. Don't know what's going on sometimes, I tell you. Anyway, I've got to go out in a few minutes. Well, half hour. Once the dog's up, I'm still going to leave him in the boat because I've got to go off and do some photography and video for a different project. And our patrons are going to know about that first because they're going to help me. They don't know they're going to help me, but they're going to be my guinea pigs. Bye. Well, it's now 11:24 and the hound has still not surfaced. Obviously he skinged his way onto the bed. You all right there, Hector? Hector? You're a lazy hound, aren't you? Hey, do you know what time it is, fella? Do you want to stay in bed for a bit longer? You really don't want to get up, do you? I'll tell you. Are you going to get up? Okay, bye. Well, it's midday now, and I can hear him moaning because he wants to get up. Well, that's what he's doing. Yeah, means he's still a bit, look. Do you want to get up now? Hey? Want to get up now? Are you sure? You want to get up? You're not looking very, with it, Hector. You've been out for a walk already first thing this morning, haven't you? Hey? Oh dear, I say. Oh, you need a little tummy tickle first, do you? Look, he's straight onto my seat and lying down again. Whatever's up with you, mate? I tell you. Right then, I'm off out to do some photography and some videos, I just said. I'm going to have a little walk along just the first bit of the Grand Union. Go up across Horsebridge, get a bit of exercise and do my thing. Bye. Right, that's me just about done on my little secret project. So it's actually quite nice to be out here. There's a lot of leaves and stuff in the canal. So I might take a few more photos and stuff of that and make my way back to the boat because I'm sure Hector will be pleased to see me, and I've got to go off to the manor because I've got to pick up some stuff from there as well if it's been delivered yet. So I'll speak to you soon, everyone. Bye. Are you happy to see me? Hello, I've been out for about half an hour. Hello, my old fruit. Hello, my lovely hound. Right then, me and his mightiness are off to collect the post. But have a guess what? The bridge is broken again. You can't make it up, can you? I tell you, I bet they're pulling their hair out trying to get this thing sorted. So now it's just fixed open for us at the moment. So if you've got a boat and you want to come out, you have to phone the office to get them to open it. So it's on chains at the moment. So there we are. I have to pump my tyre up before I go. I've got a slow puncture in my car. I've had it for like 6 years. Not really. I've had it for quite a while. But it doesn't get any worse. You can leave it for a couple of weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. And then if you haven't driven it for a bit, well, I don't suppose that makes any difference. I'm talking nonsense. But yeah, after about a month, you have to give it a little bit there. It loses about 10 psi over a month. So, bye. Well, I think that's just about it for this week. You know, I've got a few things to do before Connor turns up this evening with Lee and the shopping and the Chinese. So I suppose I better get my skates on and get on with that. So shall we end with a few photos that I took along the canal today? I think we will. Thank you all for watching. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Press the diggy ding bell because it really helps the channel apparently. So see you next week. Have a brilliant weekend everyone. Love you. Bye.